All right guys, back in the garage today, and I wanted to share something with you I'm really excited about. It's been a long time coming, but I've been looking for a fuel solution for my Ram short bed truck. I've been all over the internet, forums and things like that, trying to find pictures of something that would, number one, fit a short bed, but number two, fit underneath a tonneau cover. I've got a soft roll tonneau cover, and so I wanted to keep that, but couldn't really find anything as far as photos or videos out there, so kind of wanted to share my experience with you. Well, this got delivered today. This is an RDS auxiliary / transfer tank. It is rated to be a transfer tank or auxiliary if you're using diesel fuel, obviously not gasoline. It took a while to get this. Actually, you see a build date on here of 3/17, so it was just built a week or so ago. Delivery was nice, came through I think Southeastern Freight Lines. They had it strapped down to a pallet. You know, diamond plate is almost impossible to not get scratches on, so there are some scratches here and there. I like this locking fuel cap. This is my area of concern here as far as clearance, so I'm hoping that maybe if this is too tall, I can take it off and maybe put something a little bit more flush mount like this. I actually have some metal caps off of a 55-gallon drum that I think would work, so I hope this fits because I think it's a really cool cap, but I'm afraid that's probably going to stick up too far on the truck. So I'm going to get this off the pallet and we're going to sit it in the back of the truck, and I'm going to show you what clearance looks like, and hopefully this is going to work. All right, so there's a little bit of a big scratch there. Probably came from the shipping process. But overall, tank looks good. I mean, it's going in a truck. I'd rather have it perfect, but this is what we're working with. So this is model 71212, and it is a 60-gallon tank. So I can tell you already, it's looking pretty big. And so this is going to be tight. I'm going to get these toolboxes out of here. We're going to set it in here and see what it looks like. All right guys, so I got it in here. I actually went ahead and pulled the bed mat back just so I had as much clearance as possible. So this is what it looks like here. So as I suspected, this piece sits up the highest. I think this is going to be okay. My plan all along was probably to take this off and replace that with something that's pretty much flush. So if I roll the tonneau cover back, you can see obviously this sits up pretty high. You can see that, but that may actually work. With this off, we'll see how much this sticks up. But for me, that's probably doable. But other than that, this sits just a little bit below. Let's try to get in there and see. Sits just a little bit below the rails, and it fits in the wheel, between the wheel well and the cab of the truck. If you get one that's too deep, you run into clearance issues there. So the short bed presents a couple of different challenges, and this isn't even nearly flush with the bed. As you can see here, I've got a little space here, and there's probably 4 inches between this and the actual front of the bed. So definitely I think this will work. So I'm going to get this taken off, and we'll see what the cover looks like once we get this removed. I hate to lose this. This looks really great, but it needs to fit more than I need a shiny fuel cap. A few days later, as you can see, I do not have the RDS tank in here. So after a lot of fighting, a lot of pipe wrenching, I figured out that this tank, this cap, was not threaded. I actually called RDS. They said about 6 months ago they changed their fabrication process. They started welding those in. So I went back and forth on whether I was going to try to modify it myself. I thought about just cutting it off and welding a new piece on there, but I didn't really want to get into all that and have all that hassle, so I ended up just selling the tank. Good news is they're back ordered. They're hard to get right now, so I was able to get out what I had in the tank, so no money lost there, but I still don't have a fuel tank. So if you all know of a fuel tank that fits in between the wheel wells and the bed and also goes under a normal tonneau cover on a Ram, please put it in the comments below. I know Titan makes one, but it's a plastic tank and it's about $1,200 or $1,300. So if you know of an RDS tank or any other aluminum tank that fits a gravity fed type deal, put it in the comments below and let me know so I can get it installed. And thanks, keep watching, more videos to come soon.